What's up, everybody? I'm recording this on the release day of the Funko Fusion game, and I decided I want to share the Funko Fusion Pops that I decided to pick up with you all. I did actually order these online, and then there's one that was sent my way. I'll get to that in just a moment, but let me start off here with McCready from The Thing. I'm really glad that they made this particular pop here. Of course, I'm a big fan of The Thing. Not only do I like watching the movie, I also like on YouTube to watch when people like watch the movie for the first time, you know, to see their reactions to it. And it's amazing how well that movie holds up, especially with some of the practical effects to it. I definitely think we're going to get another McCready of him with the sombrero. I just feel like they got to do that version of him. So when that one comes along, I want that figure as well. I know that there are some other pops related to The Thing. They have the spider head, and they have the Blair monster with that chase variant. I'm not really too worried about those though, but yeah, I just wanted to make sure I got this one of McCready, and I will open this up. And of course, I'm going to open up all these figures because part of the reason why is, for one, I just like to see my figures up close to see the details, but also these do have redemption cards in them with some downloadable content for the actual game. And I actually do have the game here. This just arrived as well, and because of the pre-order, I think this is why it comes with some Walking Dead content. Let me see if they show it on the back. No, I think it's two characters, though. I think it's Rick and Michonne, if I'm not mistaken, as downloadable content, though. So there's a lot of downloadable content that is going on with this game. And like I said, each figure does come with some. So do make sure you check for that if you have any of these figures in your collection. The next one here, no surprise at all, because, of course, I have my Masters of the Universe collection going on back there. So, of course, we do have here He-Man. And I think this is a really good looking He-Man pop. I'm looking forward to getting this out of the box and looking at it closer. Of course, he does have that nice base going on there. But yeah, this one was an absolute must as soon as I saw this one get revealed. And I do want to point out that, of course, the Funko Fusion pops, they all come in these same boxes. I know some people are not a big fan of that, and they're debating on how they're going to display them, whether they're going to keep the pops, all the Funko Fusion together, or just put them with their properties in their collection. For me, I'm putting Master of the Universe with Masters of the Universe, and I'll put the others, you know, where they fit into my collection as well. I'm not going to just have a Funko Fusion section necessarily. And then also with Masters of the Universe, really awesome item here, we have Scaremare and Scare Glow. This is really cool. Now, it definitely would be even cooler if it actually did glow, but it's not really necessary. This is just really cool. Here again, something else I'm looking forward to getting out of the box, you know, and seeing those details up close. And I do actually have the it's back there in my collection. I do have the Scare Glow pop, which was a convention exclusive, and that one actually does glow. It has a really nice glow to it. That's really the pop that got me into collecting Masters of the Universe. The next pop here is one that was sent my way. Like I said earlier, you know, one was sent to me from someone. It was actually sent from Desiree, and Desiree and her husband helped me to obtain this pop, and she did send a note here as well along with it. It says, "Franklin, I'm so glad that I was able to help you out. Since becoming a mom, I've switched from pop hunting to hunting for the latest Bluey merch," and I do hear parents talk about Bluey a good bit. "Who knew the skills I learned from your videos could be used elsewhere. GameStop was also giving the Joker patch out for free, and I thought you might like it." And it's signed there by Desiree. So big shout out to Desiree and her husband for helping me with this pop. And she did mention the patch there. I think that's because they did take the pops out of the box for the you know, Batman and Joker from the Freak Show box. So I guess they're just giving away the other items there. So I do have this patch somewhere, but it doesn't hurt at all to have an extra one. And if I ever give away like a Joker item, maybe I'll give the extra along with it. But that is cool that she sent that my way. And then it shouldn't be a surprise here what the pop is that they helped me out with, because of course most of the Funko Fusion pops are pretty easy to obtain outside of the chases. So she did send me the He-Man chase, and I've been seeing different people finding this one actually out in the wild. It's very rare to find a chase in the wild in my area, so I definitely appreciate this help. Let me go and get this out of the bubble wrap. She did bubble wrap it nicely here. And of course the chases with the Funko Fusion, they all are these sort of evil looking versions of the characters, which I guess is associated with the main villain in the video game. I haven't played the game yet, of course, you know, I still got it wrapped up there, but yeah, very cool to have this chase. Also here, I am going to keep the chase in the box. As a matter of fact, I'll probably put this into a protector very soon. But yeah, it is cool to have this particular chase. I don't know if I'm really so worried about the other chases necessarily, but yeah, this is definitely the one to have for my personal collection. So definitely appreciate that. Okay, and then just arrived as well, I have two more pops here. Let's go ahead and open this up. And I will kind of share with you all the ones that I don't have that I might get later on. We'll see what happens. So we have here, first of all, Mecha Freddy, Funko.com exclusive. Definitely had to go for this one. I really like the look of this figure. Kind of surprised this one did not sell out, but then again, I don't know how many of these were produced. Maybe it's produced in a large number, and maybe that's why it didn't sell out, but I think this is a really awesome looking figure. I've seen pictures of it out of box. It looked really good, and of course, I am going to take this one out of box as well in just a moment. And then the other one here, this did sell out, but it apparently is going to get a restock. So we have here Eddie Funko, who I'm assuming is the main villain in the game, unless there's something else going on, but he appears to be the main villain. As a matter of fact, right before I started recording this, I see that Funko put up a little video making it look like he took over their social media, took over their Twitter, basically. So that's kind of cool that they're doing that. And yeah, we'll get a closer look at the details once I get him out of box. So of course he has the look like the Chases, because like I said, it's sort of like he's corrupting these other characters, I believe, unless there's some other entity that's affecting them, but I think he is meant to be the main villain. So very cool, like an evil version of Freddy Funko, again Eddie Funko. So I'm very happy with the figures that I have here for now with Funko Fusion. Let's take a quick look at the back of the box here. So like I said, I'm not worried about the other thing pops. The Sean is kind of cool. Maybe I'll go for that if I see it in store up close. Same with Nicholas Angel, even though like Hot Fuzz is not one of my like favorite movies, but it's an entertaining movie for sure, and I think they did a great job with his pop, so that's a maybe for me. Don't need the Cylon, definitely not. The Megan, I want a regular Megan. I'm not worried about the battle damage one. I think a regular Megan is on the way. Definitely not worried about the Dilophosaurus. The Cosmic Freddy, they shared, Funko, shared a closer look at Cosmic Freddy today. That's an awesome looking figure. I'm definitely going for that. I really hope I can get that one, and that one does have the potential to sell out unless, again, maybe it's in a large number. We'll see what happens with it though, but I think that is a very cool looking figure, so I'm definitely going to want that one. But yeah, I'll get these figures out, and of course I do want to get out their downloadable content as well, because I will use that with the game. So McCready here does of course have the flamethrower, which if you've seen the movie The Thing, that's pretty important within the movie. He also has his gun on his hip there. I didn't notice that at first, and I like the detailing of the backpack there, the valves and everything like that. That's pretty cool, the hose coming around, so nice detail there. The hair sculpt of course is on point. Funko's been doing really well with the hair sculpts, but yeah, I just got to see him with that sombrero. Whenever that does happen, definitely going for that one, and we'll see if they do any other characters. I feel like they should do Childs. He's a pretty important character, and Keith David is definitely a great actor. I would love to see that pop happen. We'll see if they do any other like creature related ones or any other supporting characters, and I kind of wonder if everything with The Thing is going to be related to Funko Fusion, or if they're going to be some boxes that are straight up for The Thing, how that's going to work out. But regardless, if they do some that I like, I'm definitely going for them. This is a really awesome movie, just sci-fi horror classic for sure. Definitely one of John Carpenter's best. Then the He-Man, of course, like I said, I was impressed from the beginning when I first saw this, him powering up there. I like that effect with the sword, very cool. And this base, I do like the look of this base here as well, which I guess is meant to be like part of the castle possibly. I'm not 100% sure there. Maybe this is a reference that I'm not completely getting. I haven't watched the original animated series in forever. I think I did, and I know it's available on streaming. I think I did maybe watch one episode, and it's one of those things that I have great nostalgia for, but to go back and watch it, I gotta be honest, that original animated series is a little goofier than I remembered, so it's kind of awkward to go back and watch, but yeah, I still have those great memories of it, watching the cartoon, playing with the toys. And I actually did like the Netflix series. I think they did 2 seasons of it. I guess there's 2 different Netflix series. One is geared more towards kids. I'm talking about the one that's that came along first on Netflix. I did enjoy the first 2 seasons of that. The first season was better than the second in my opinion, but I did like both when it came down to it. And I know there's rumors floating around right now about the upcoming live action movie, which I'm just going to wait for a trailer before I judge. There's that rumor going around that Jared Leto has been offered the part of Skeletor. I think some people forget because he has these weird interviews and his odd habit, and there's the stories about the way that he behaved on the set of a certain movie. I'm not even going to get into all of that. I think people tend to forget that he is a talented actor, so it's not such a crazy idea. If I was the studio, though, I would look at his box office track record and kind of see what that looks like. But, you know, we'll see what happens with it. Like I said, I'm going to try to reserve judgment, and we'll see how that goes. But regardless, I have my nostalgia, I have my good memories. It's not going to take away from that. I don't get all upset if they do a new version of an old property and I don't like it, because, you know, they got to try to get new audience members in as well. They got to get new people on board. So if it's not for me, maybe it is for some other people. So then again, here, of course, we have Mecha Freddy. This one is pretty awesome. Now, when I saw a picture of it, I guess it was because of the person's lighting. It seemed to look more metallic, and I kind of wish it was just straight up metallic. It's not 100% necessary, but it would have made this look even cooler. But I still like the look of this pop. Yeah, very awesome. He even has the wings going on back there. That is pretty awesome looking. Really happy with this pop. And it is still available right now, but you all do keep in mind, you know, when something sells out on Funko.com, it's not guaranteed a restock. You know, so once that sells out, we don't know if it'll come back or not. A lot of people, like I said, went for Eddie Funko. It actually kind of surprised me. I was assuming Mecha Freddy would be going in no time. But again, I don't know the numbers of how much, you know, of these were produced. So yeah, remember, just be patient if you want Eddie Funko and you missed out. He is going to get a restock. You can sign up for a notification. Great detailing on this figure. Look at how, like, cracked and everything the crown looks, and it has all this sludge on it. Really great detail. Yeah, look at the eyes there as well, these swirly, evil looking eyes, and even like the cracking detail around it and everything. That kind of reminds me of like the villain in the first Doctor Strange movie, the way that his eyes looked. And don't expect me to say that villain's name. The name is kind of difficult to say. But yeah, that's what it reminds me of. A really great detail with that. Of course, he still has the freckles going on there. And then he has this goop on his hand as well. I wonder if that has something to do with the whole corruption thing. I even like the detail here on the pants. And it's just paint apps. I don't think it's, yeah, it's not sculpted, just paint apps. But even there, it's showing like some of that sludge and everything on him. Yeah, it's got his nice little sneakers there, black. And I don't know if that's like straight up purple or what would you call that color? Fuchsia, maybe, but it's pretty cool looking. So yeah, great details with this one. Oh, and I noticed this on that video that Funko shared where it looked like he was taking over their social media. The crown kept tilting to the side. So that is pretty cool because obviously what they did there is to the side. It looks like an E for Eddie. So that's clever. I really do like that. I'm kind of interested now to see if we're going to see more of this character, Eddie Funko, beyond even the game. That'd be interesting if they decide to do some other things with this character. Oh, I didn't even realize the belt buckle even has the sideways crown there. So it looks like an E. That's great detailing. Of course, he's got his zippers there. Even the zippers are molded on the jacket. So a lot of great detailing here. This jacket, honestly, this could be a product that they actually put on Funko.com and maybe even sell it like, you know, their shops. That jacket actually could be a very cool item. Not my style, but I'm saying I think some people would actually go for that. Let me know what you think about that. If they actually did a Eddie Funko jacket, do you think it would do well? I think that'd be a very cool item. He still does have the bow tie as well, like Freddy Funko. So this pop is impressive, very impressive. So I'm very happy that I have that one there. And then let's go ahead and check out Scaremare and Scareglow. So happy with this one as well. See the tattered wings going on there and everything, of course. Scareglow looking, you know, like his usual self there. And he's got his weapon, of course, that very interesting style weapon. But yeah, this is definitely a type of item that takes me back to that nostalgia of playing with the He-Man, you know, toys on the floor, having fun with the different rides back then. Of course, they weren't called rides then, but you know what I mean. As a matter of fact, I just remembered, yeah, the Skeletor on Night Stalker, I do have that pop ride up there. I got a couple of the Master of the Universe pop rides. You can't see them all right now, but yeah, I do have some of those up there. And yeah, I almost forgot about that I actually had the Night Stalker when I was young. I think I did have Cringer, not Cringer, but the Battle Cat as well with He-Man. I really did enjoy those as a kid. So like I said, this is really just about nostalgia for me. So much great detailing with this. Yeah, and that's a ride. I'm tempted to keep that one out of the box, especially because the box is way too big. At Funko, I know they have, like, I guess, standard size, different boxes or whatever. But when it comes to the rides, I think they should kind of mix up the sizes some. This one, I mean, you look at the item, how big the box is next to it. So that makes me want to actually keep that out of box. And I might just go ahead and do that anyway. But I do actually have some space. It doesn't look like it, but I do have some space back there on the lower shelves for my Masters of the Universe collection. So maybe I'll put him down there or find another spot and there. Maybe you'll see them in the background in future videos. But I'm very happy here with my Funko Fusion haul. I am interested in checking out the game, even though that game has a lot of competition right now. I have been enjoying Astrobot. That game is amazing. I'm gonna have to kind of tear myself away from it to even check out Funko Fusion. I got Space Marine 2. I haven't even had the time to play that yet. And there's the Marvel vs. Capcom fighting collection that's out right now, which I'm not the greatest at fighting games, but I do enjoy playing them. I wouldn't mind checking that one out, even though I'm not sure if it has a lot of great like one-player content. I definitely don't go online with a fighting game because I'll just get whooped repeatedly. That's not for me. But yeah, I might check that out though regardless. But yeah, I'll kind of let you know my thoughts about the Funko Fusion game. Maybe in a future video, maybe I'll just do like a text review on social media or something like that. I'll try to share my thoughts. I'm not going to stream it. I really don't like streaming games too much. I very rarely have done that in the past. When I'm playing games, that's like my me time. That's my relaxed time. So that's why I don't tend to stream. But yeah, like I said, I may share my thoughts about this in the future. And if you've already played, definitely feel free to share your thoughts. And remember, there's some other interesting pops displayed here that we haven't necessarily seen yet. Some more items could be on the way. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, this is my haul, like I said, and let me know if you went for any of these pops, which one you added to your collection, or which ones do you hope to add to your collection. Thank you for taking the time to check this out. Again, big thank you to Desiree and her husband for helping me out. I really do appreciate that. And I will talk to you all again real soon.